Guys, this is Monami Frost and we're back in my kitchen, and today we're going to make a Halloween treat. We're gonna make some pumpkin muffins with a pecan streusel, if that's what it's called, I'm not sure, but it is going to be super delicious. So basically I searched the internet for a bunch of pumpkin recipes, a bunch of pumpkin muffin recipes. This is what I ended up with. There are so many recipes online. There are so many Halloween recipes online that you can check out yourself and change things around and everything. It does look like there's a lot of ingredients, but it is going to be quite easy anyway. So what we will start with, we will start by preparing the pecan streusel, which is going to be a topping for the muffins. As always, I will put all of the ingredients in the description below. These muffins will be great for Christmas as well because it is gonna be a pumpkin spice muffin. Any holiday or just a regular day when you just crave a muffin. What we'll need, we will need some pecans and some rolled oats. And all the quantities and everything is going to be listed down below. We're going to put all of this inside. And of course the pecans have to be crushed up as much as you want them. And we will need a couple of tablespoons of flour, 1 big tablespoon of coconut oil, and about a 1/4 of a cup of maple syrup. And we will need a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Who doesn't love cinnamon in everything? Smells so delicious. It smells like really Christmassy in here. And now what we will do, we will just mix it all together. I think you could easily just put it on a baking sheet and bake it in the oven and it will be just super delicious. Maple syrup and pecan nuts, yum. And we'll set this aside now and we'll move on to the muffins. So we'll take a bigger bowl now, of course. We'll need about a 1/2 cup of coconut oil, 2 tablespoons of white vinegar, a pinch of vanilla. You can add about 1 teaspoon or 2 teaspoons. I love more vanilla. And we will need about a 1/2 cup of almond milk or any plant-based milk you prefer. I am going to be using a cashew milk, which is my latest favorite milk of all. Or you can just use water if you don't have an option. It is just a 1/2 cup, so it's not gonna make that much of a difference. And now we can add in the flax egg, which is just milled flax seeds mixed with some water. 2 to 3 tablespoons. Take 2 tablespoons. Mix it all together now evenly. And the next, what we will need the pumpkin puree. And you can use fresh pumpkin if you want to. If you're carving a pumpkin for Halloween, you can use a fresh pumpkin. But I'm going to be using a canned pumpkin. Just let's add it inside here. So this is 100% pure pumpkin puree. I never know what to do with pumpkin and Halloween and what to do with it. So here's an idea if you felt the same way like I did. Looking good. Now we'll start and add in some spices. About a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm just winging it here. That's what I always do. I find recipes and then I just randomly put loads of different ingredients inside and quantities and everything. But when it comes to baking, I try and follow some recipes because it is chemistry, guys. You can't mess up baking and it's always stressful for me when I'm baking something. Now we'll need about a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, and we'll need a little bit of ground ginger, just a teensy bit as well, about 1/4. About a 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. And what I forgot is to add some sea salt to the pecan streusel. Silly me, just as well, a 1/2 teaspoon. Just sprinkle on and just wing it. One more spice we will need some nutmeg, but I want to use a fresh nutmeg, but you can use ground nutmeg and add about a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. I'm going to use a fresh nutmeg and I'm going to grate it. I'm going to be using a fine grater and we'll grate about a 1/3 of a nutmeg. Smells so good. And we'll add about a 1 cup of coconut sugar in these muffins. If you want to, you can use some maple syrup if you want to, or agave. Sweeten it with anything you want. Smells so good. I love using coconut sugar in baking because it gives that a little caramel taste a little bit. It's so good. And now we will add in some baking powder and baking soda. Be careful with baking soda and baking powder because it can ruin the baked goods you make because it is always super tricky. You need to follow the recipes. About a tablespoon of baking powder. Just a small tablespoon. And we will need about a 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Let's mix this up again and then we will add in the flour. Now, before we add in the flour, let's preheat the oven. And let's preheat the oven to about 180 Celsius, 200 Celsius, or about 400 Fahrenheit, maybe a little bit less. The oven is preheating now and we can add in the flour. 3 cups of flour. Muffins are so easy to make. You have to basically just put a bunch of ingredients in a bowl and mix it. There's nothing like easier than that. And now we can move on and place this mixture in the muffin cases. And I have got some amazing muffin cases. Halloween themed muffin cases. Gabriella's super excited about them. Take a look at these awesome cases. Let's take these 2 tablespoons and fill these muffin cases up. We'll have 1 tablespoon for each muffin case, a big tablespoon, and use the other tablespoon to place it evenly in the case. So we have filled these muffin cases up and we still have quite a lot of dough. And we can make about 6 more, I would say. And the next step is we will top it with the pecan streusel. 1 teaspoon on top. These muffins are going to be the most epic muffins that I've ever made. Now, let's pop this in the oven. Now we'll bake them for about 5 minutes on 200 degrees Celsius, and then we will turn it down to about 180 and cook them for another 10 to 15 minutes. Now, while the muffins are baking, let's make a delicious maple drizzle glaze. Here I have about a cup of powdered sugar. It is an organic and unbleached one. Tablespoon of coconut oil. Big tablespoon, yum yum yum. And about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And about a 1/4 of a cup of maple syrup, so it would be about 3 tablespoons. And we'll need a pinch of sea salt. Now let's mix it all together, and if you want to make it a little bit more thinner, you can add in some almond milk, some plant-based milk. Add in a little bit cashew milk. So yummy! And I think the muffins are done, and let's take them out of the oven. Look at these babies! And now it is time for the maple drizzle. Yum! My mouth is watering up like always. Now, let's take a plate and try one of these guys. It looks so pretty. Everyone will love these muffins. Let's try these muffins, and I am going to have a glass of cashew milk with them. What can be better than muffins and cashew milk? I'm excited. They're super warm still. So good. Man, I'm proud of myself. I nailed these bad boys. That streusel is everything. It tastes so freaking amazing. Like I said before, that you can just make the streusel if you want to. Just put it in the oven on like a baking sheet and eat it with like ice cream and just, I don't know, use it as granola or something. It's just so good. Yum, yum, yum. This is amazing. So guys, I really hope you tried these muffins and you made them for your Halloween or I don't know, Christmas, anything. They're just so amazing. This like pumpkin spice, yum, yum, yum. As always, like I said before, all the ingredients are gonna be in the description below and all of their quantities and everything so you can bake these goodies. I hope you all have a happy and fun Halloween. And like always, if you do make these muffins, tag me in your pictures on Instagram because I love seeing when you make some of my recipes. Well, every time I see one, I'm like, yes, somebody else made one. I'm so excited to see how your muffins turn out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!